Hey guys, it's your boy aijalonwallace. Welcome back to the channel. I make videos about recruitment, entrepreneurship, and travel in the world. As you guys know, I'm a nomad recruiter. I travel around the world and make placements. If you haven't already, please check out my free book. And if you want to learn how to start your own staff and recruitment agency, check out the links below. You can always book a free call with me as well. But today we're going to be talking about how to find clients for your recruiting agency. So look, I'm going to go over some basic tips and tricks for you guys to just get you started, to give you some advice and tips. There are so many different business development strategies to find clients. It's not just one, but I'm going to give you a few advice and tips today if you want to try to go out there and work out some things for yourself. So one of the easiest things that you can do is use a platform. I'm just going to share my screen with you right now. But you can use a platform like Indeed, okay? Now, one of the things you have to do is ask yourself, is your location a competitive market, or it is a market that people are probably not really thinking about at the end of the day? All right. Hypothetically, let's just go with a location like Milwaukee. All right. Everybody I know, when it comes to recruitment, a lot of people are always trying to constantly recruit in the most popular areas. Everyone wants to recruit in California. They want to recruit in New York. They want to recruit in Chicago. But no one looks at the locations that are not popular, and it's less competition as well. Often, so what I want to do, let's just say hypothetically, we're looking at recruiting for a software engineer. Okay. Let's just say software engineer, and then I'll put in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and then we're gonna look at jobs in Wisconsin. One of the key things that you want to do is at the end of the day is make sure you set up job alerts. So every day, or every day and every week, you can be notified when companies are looking for candidates. The recruitment is all about sense of urgency at the end of the day. Okay, so as soon as someone uploads a job on a platform, the sooner you can get a resume in front of them, the sooner you can make an opportunity happen, at the end of the day. So sometimes what I do, I see this company, this is all random. I don't know. We're just looking at it, Reviture. Okay. So I'm going to take this company. They don't have that many good reviews. And we have the CEO right here. I'm going to look them up on LinkedIn real quick as well and see if they pop up. One of the things that I'm trying to do is find 2 points of contact to get in contact with right now, to try to call them or see if I can get in touch with them. Sometimes it can be, so depending on the role, with a software engineer role, you're most likely looking for a director or a manager of the company. So we see software engineers, and I just went to their LinkedIn profile. And then what I'm going to do is probably use my filter real quick and see if I can find something along the guidelines of like director or CTO. And we're looking for a director of technology, potentially. All right, so we got director, head of IT right here. We got this guy, Aran. All right. And so this most likely is the guy we need to be talking to about the software engineer positions. So one platform I like to use is a platform called Swordfish. And what I may do is you can always copy his LinkedIn profile, and I'm going to go over to Swordfish real quick. So this is a platform where you can get free names and free numbers. You can use people's name and company. You can use their name and location, their address, their phone number, email, and you can also use their social media profile as well. So if I pop his social media profile in here and you hit search, let's just see what pops up. See if a number or something pops up. Cool. Now we got his profile. We have his address. We have his position. Now his LinkedIn, and then we have 2 numbers right now that worked for him. Okay. Look, let's, I'm making this video right now. It's very spontaneous. Let's see if he picks up. I don't know what time it is. What time is it in? Time in Wisconsin. What time is it right now? So you always want to make sure you're looking at time zones as well, so you're not calling no one. It's 8:30 in the morning. So that may still be a little early for him, potentially, but we can call him up and see. Hypothetically, I don't really work on entry-level roles, but for the sake of this video, let's entertain it. I'm calling him. As you guys know, I'm a Nomad Recruiter, so I'm using a Skype number. to call him, and I have a actual Skype number. So, you know, I have a Skype Michigan number that, you know, that shows that I'm in the US. Just gonna put it on speaker. It's ringing. I'm gonna look at the job description right now as well. And we got entry level. What skills are you looking for? You don't have no technologies. I'm looking for any tech skills. All right, no one's answering. You had one more number, I think, as well. I used the 201. Let me try the 860 just to see if it works. Also, so when I do call someone, I always make sure I immediately text them afterwards and let them know, like, hey, it's AJ with ABC, with Data Rock Recruitment, calling to, you know, about your entry-level roles. Wanted to talk to you about a few candidates that I wanted to send over your way. So you always want to create sense of urgency. You always want to try to follow up. Even if they don't pick up, you want to try to send them an email. You want to send them a text message. And then you want to try to call them later on throughout the day. It is early. I usually don't call people early in the morning.
After the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
AJ. So let's see if he picks up real quick. I do know it's early. Not getting any answers, so.
The Google subscriber you have called is
Nope.
not available.
All right. Yep. He didn't pick up, but this is one way that you can go about it. And most likely it's just calling. So ideally you would call him, you would pitch, hey, this is Aijalon Wallace with, you know, I would do Aijalon Wallace with Data Rock Recruitment. Look, I'm just reaching out to you because I currently have a few candidates that I think you would like to see. And would like to talk to you about a few opportunities, potentially a couple, or setting up some interviews for these candidates. Always go into it aggressively. You know, sometimes don't ask if you would like to interview them. Let them know, like, hey, I want to set up some interviews real quick. You know, you got to be aggressive in this game. There are a million recruiters on the market, and we are hungry, and we're gonna take every piece of meat on that plate. We're not gonna leave no meat on the bone. At the end of the day, we want it bad. So you got to show how bad you want it sometimes, and sometimes you have to be aggressive with it when you're going out there on the market and trying to hire these people. So you want to set up job alerts for what you specialize in, whatever your niche is. You want alerts coming in every day. Most importantly, you want to already have a pipeline of candidates already ready. This is why I cannot stress enough why I tell so many people that follow my channel to niche down. Specialize in a niche. If you niche down in the recruitment sector, it's going to save you so much time versus recruiting for everything in the world. But when you niche down, cool. Now you can do the same thing on LinkedIn. And just going back to this one person, you always want to try to find two people in a company to reach out to give calls. So being that he to pick up, you send a text message, then you send an email, just using like Swordfish. I think it shows I would use all three of these emails. I send him an email, and I would send him some blank resumes of candidates and try to set up some interviews and go from there. And always remember to send blank resumes, because you always want to protect yourself. If you guys don't know why it's important to send blank resumes, you can go back and watch one of my student videos, Gabrielle. But it's always important to send a blank resume, because you don't have your term signed. Until you have your term signed, that's when you want to release your candidate's name at the end of the day. So that is very important. But I always try to find two hires. But I just use Swordfish to try to contact him. And Swordfish is pretty affordable. Now, if I didn't, just also while I'm on the topic, if I didn't find him on Swordfish, I probably would have used True People Search. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let me just see. I got him. I got Jersey. So let's just see what pops up. Let's also see if this same name, the same number pops up. My VPN is acting funny, so it's not gonna let it work, but it will work for you. If you guys use True People Search, you put his name, you put his location in, and you can just do a match comparison as well, apples to apples, just match up his phone number to the True People number, and then you'll really know that that's that person number. And you just got to keep calling them pretty much just until they pick up. You know, it's not call only 2-3 times a day and then say nothing happened. You got to go at it. You got to go hard. And you also got to create sense of urgency. It's important to create sense of urgency because you always want to let the client know, like, look, I got the best candidate on the market. And I know you're going to want to interview this person, but they're already interviewing with 3 or 4 companies. We got to move fast. And creating that sense of urgency helps you close the deal faster at the end of the day. Now, going back to LinkedIn, you can do the same thing on LinkedIn and you can set up job alerts for what you're trying to do. Always ask yourself, how competitive is the location? How many jobs are in this location? And should I step outside of the Chicago, California, New York area where so many people are already, where so much competition? One of the things you always want to be asking your clients before you work on a job is if you are working with any other agencies at the moment. Now, if they say yes, ask them how many agencies. If they say, 7 or 8, you probably don't want to waste your time working on that job, unless you ask more questions around how many have been delivering. Because if you get 7 or 8 agencies work that's on a panel and none of them are sending CVs, that is a red flag that the client is not that great. So, that's a huge red flag that you probably shouldn't work on that job because it's probably a bad client. All money is not good money. And you have to be willing to know when to walk away from a job and when's a good time to let a job go or not even work on it. So you want to make sure you're setting up your job alerts. Also remember this: the smaller the company, the bigger the opportunities or the easier the opportunities may be. So that's one thing you want to know as well. When you go out for the giants, it takes time. There's a lot of hoops, but pitching to smaller organizations gives you more opportunities and faster results at the end of the day. So you want to make sure you have your job alert set up. You want to make sure you're looking at real locations. You want to try to find 2 points of content. You want to call them. You want to follow up with a text message. You want to email them, and you want to pitch with candidates. I cannot stress this enough. Pitch with candidates, pitch with blank resumes. It makes no sense showing up to a pop-up empty-handed. When everyone has already got it, where everyone's coming with a dish and you're coming empty-handed, nobody wants to talk to you if you don't have nothing that they need at the end of the day. And that's for all aspects of business at the end of the day. As you guys know, I'm an actual recruiter. I come from a recruitment agency background. My competitors do not come from a recruitment agency background. So the things that I'm teaching you are things that are actually taught within a recruitment agency. These are the proper structure and the proper ways of recruiting. So you just need to, you need to know that. And I can't stress that enough to help you out at the end of the day. You also want to make sure you have good candidates as well, candidates that communicate with you. That is so important at the end of the day. So you want to make sure you have your alert set up. You want to make sure that you're checking in on Indeed and you want to check in on LinkedIn. This is just one form of strategy, but Swordfish is a great tool to use. Swordfish and True People Search can help you get up and started. Most importantly, some of the easiest things to do that you can do is write down 100 people within your network, 100 people that has, good jobs and are well connected. If you write down 100 people, I promise you one of those individuals will present you with a job opportunity, an opportunity to recruit for them or help them or to help their company. And all you got to do sometimes is ask your friend or your connection, hey, do you know HR? What's the hiring process like? How did you get your job, out of curiosity? Were you hired through an agency? If they say yes, that lets you know that their company works with recruitment agencies. Do not overthink recruitment. Make your life easy. Make recruitment easy. Work smarter, not harder. A lot of people make this much harder than what it is, and it is very easy at the end of the day if you make it easy. But it's all about follow-up. It's all about consistency. And most importantly, like I tell everybody, I cannot teach hunger. You got to be hungry for this, because if you're not, somebody's going to take a lot of food off your plate at the end of the day when it comes to your jobs, when it comes to your location. Most importantly, the more niche you are, the stronger your chances are of picking up jobs. Everybody's working in so many different niches, but how niche can you go? How niche can you be? What is in demand, but is really hard to get or hard to find? Those are the jobs where people almost 90% of the times never say no to a recruiter because it's so hard to find those people. Listen, guys, if you like this content today, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. Let me know what other topics you want me to talk about. Comment below. You guys have to start commenting. You got to give me that energy. I know a lot of you are watching my videos, but you're not commenting, you're not liking, you're not subscribing, but the channel is growing. So clearly you like the content, but you gotta interact with me. Let me know what you want to see. Listen, guys, I appreciate you for watching this video, liking this channel. Hit those links below if you want to learn more about what I do. I can't wait to talk to you soon. Thanks again.